It's in the game.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Temple Owls taking on the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's talk for just a second about Temple. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week. Turning it on! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
We We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll give it to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Niners. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Single back formation, and they give it to him. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go right back to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to throw, it's McCoy. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll operate out of split backs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Worthy. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass, it's McCoy. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job.
It's a seam wide open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, Charlotte.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Owls! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Irvin. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's
a shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move. Got it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays, and he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and doing it his whole life.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's McCoy. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6. Got it. Here we go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys at the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Temple lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's McCoy. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Tackle is made.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Right down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Knocked down at the 43-yard line. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow.